League of Legends is going crazy right now, chat. First, it was the Dark Cosmic Jin skin. Then, the $500 Ari skin released a few months ago. I have a few videos covering that if you want to see them. And then, for some fucking reason, now Riot wants to add fancy effects and all this crap, which I think are really cool. But Riot, please, I have no fucking money. Personally, please stop. I'm broke. I can't. And this is not begging for money. I don't know, maybe, but please, like, Riot, for f***'s sake. I like this game. I like this game. Okay, I love this game, and I don't want it to just be full of whales and people who just, you know, spill money on the game and drive away the people who are passionate about it. Okay, this is what you're doing. And I want to see what nattaleet has to say about this. Okay, let's do it. This is my best friend! My bestie right here. I don't know him and he doesn't know me, but this is our best friend on YouTube because he gives us the inside scoop and he does the work for me. And all I have to do is react to it. So, nattaleet is covering the drama. And we're going to watch it. League is now a gacha game. Let's see. Let's go ahead and watch and see what's going on here.
It looks amazing.
Yup.
It's behind me, isn't it? And it's behind what's behind me, isn't it? So, this was quite eventful 2 days. Apparently, it was not planned to happen like this.
I saw this as well on Twitter.
Happened to happen like that. And now the bad sides of both of these events kinda multiplied in a hilarious way. So in case you missed it, and there is a good chance you might have missed it because they posted it on Riot's official YouTube channel, which not as many people follow.
Do we watch this first?
To the League of Legends channel. But we got the big news about the collaborations of Arcane with all of Riot's
He didn't even
games.
finish watching it.
Last time this happened, you may remember League getting the first.
He didn't even finish watching it. He watched halfway through. He's like, some bullshit. And he clicked off, and he's like, I gotta make a video about this.
With all of Riot's games. Last time this happened, you may remember League getting the first iteration of the Hextech and Chemtech Drakes. We all remember those glorious times, right? On top of that, we got some Arcane skins, which also happened for Wild Rift and Legends of Runeterra, where we also got the Path of Champions adventures. Valorant got Jinx's original gun as a skin, and TFT got Gizmos and Gadgets as a pretty good tie-in. And so,
cute.
Just like last
we all
time,
like that.
This time Arcane is once again getting promotions everywhere. So, let's dive into what's happening. The video starts with the introduction of Mark Merrill and Christian Link. Unfortunately, given the news Mark delivered yesterday, people already started squinting at what was being announced.
Yes, what's up?
Sorry, I didn't knock on your door.
I am working. Let's go ahead and continue watching this, okay, again. So if you just tuned in, we're talking about how League is creating very new and exciting things for the game, but unfortunately it's only attainable through Gacha. And we believe that this is ruining the game as a whole, especially because it's just like tearing down its integrity. And I personally am not a fan of the method, but I am a fan of the art. Okay, we love to see new and innovative things in a video game, but we hate to see the cash grab. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue watching and see what our Lord and Savior nattaleet has to say.
Here. But I also noticed another thing. How come every time there is a co-creator of something, the other half disappears? Here we have the co-founder of Riot, but we only ever see Mark Merrill and never Brendan Beck. And then there is the co-creator of Arcane, but we only ever see Christian Link and never Alex Yee. Just what kind of a curse is this? Anyway, today they are
always
here
the
to show us all
co-creator,
the
never the
tie-ins.
actual creator.
And so they start with League.
Oh, actually, I didn't pay $500. I paid $250 because I didn't get the signature one. I don't believe in getting a fake little. Even though low-key though, next year when it comes back, I probably will spend the extra $250 and finish the set. So you're right.
Here they finally reveal Mbessa as the new playable champion in League of Legends PC. Previously, she was shown in Wild Rift, and you can see that there are some differences between the two. For example, here, she doesn't have the golden mask, which I'm not sure if that's better or worse.
New champ, top laner, jungler, what do you guys think?
And
Support?
also, the green is not as exaggerated as it is in Wild Rift. It actually blends in pretty well.
Bro, why does Wild Rift have, like, so much, like, just better? Why is Wild Rift just better? Did you guys see the new Ari skin that's coming out for Wild Rift, bro? Look how cute that is. What the f? Did you see this?
Yes, sir.
Are you serious? This is so fucking cute. And I'm not gonna get this? What the F? They make more money via Tencent, but isn't Tencent... Wait, does Wild Rift have Gacha as well? Like, do you have to buy certain currency in the game in order to get stuff? Oh, yeah. Oh, that's why League of Legends is doing it. It works in Wild Rift, so it must work in League of Legends. Stop!
Between the two. For example, here, she doesn't have the golden mask, which I'm not sure if that's better or worse.
Of course they did,
It just looks like a totally different style. And also, the green is not as exaggerated as it is in Wild Rift. It actually blends in pretty well in League. And also, before you start going on copium, no, there is no way she is getting a toggle for the mask. We all remember what happened to Echo's mask or Yorik's hat, right? But of course, Mbessa is also entering Path of Champions in Legends of Runeterra, and she will be a playable unit in TFT. Speaking of which, they teased that the next TFT set will be fully based on Arcane, which likely means it's gonna be exclusively Arcane-themed traits and stuff. And this is wild because they really have to pull off a lot of Piltover units. This means all the Zone and Piltover based champions, including Noxus possibly too, and then you can likely also use the Chemtech and Hextech skins. I'm really looking forward to seeing how the team gets creative with them. And
I don't care about limited time only. I just care about spending $300 on gachas in order to get something. Like, I know for the Jinx stuff that's coming out soon, I'm gonna have to drop that money. Let's face it, 80% of you guys only watch me play League of Legends. And the other 20% of you watch me for me, which is amazing. Thank you. But, you know, if I'm gonna do content for League, I want to do content for, you know, everything. Even if it's sacrificing some things in order to show you guys, you know, the new stuff.
Then it was confirmed that in 2XKO, Jinx is being unshelved. Previously, she was still mostly in the concepting phase. She didn't even have working facial animations back then. She really was mostly a puppet. But now she is more in a workable stage. They also mentioned that you can sign up for a playable test of 2XKO sometimes early next year. But last time that was only exclusive to US, UK, Germany and France, so I'm not taking that bait again.
Do you guys want to see me play this game? I'll play it, I'll grind it out. I kind of want to get good at
He will also be getting a gameplay update in Wild Rift.
Imagine if they changed the League of... Ew, this is so gross. I don't like how this looks.
There by Heimerdinger, who is actually live right now. And they are teasing that they are also bringing over someone else. And of course it has to be Victor, who else it could be. After which we get the easiest call of our lives. The fact that ARAM is getting the break of progress. Last time everyone pointed out that this would have been perfect, and some writers even admitted it was a missed opportunity. So it was pretty obvious it was gonna happen now. Also, this is why the ARAM team always teased that they are working on stuff.
I loved the Bilgewater map, bro. I don't know why they don't make like several maps and have it rotate. Like, you don't know which map you're gonna get, you know, it's like a random map. I don't know why they don't do that. Like the Bilgewater map was so sick, bro. I loved that map. That map was so sick.
Now, some of you may have pointed out that this looks unfinished. And that is mostly the case because if you look at the screenshot, some objects just don't have shadows. Some of the pillars do, and some of the tiny objects do, and this one turret in the front does.
One has it,
but the further you look, you'll notice that nothing else
like look
at
the renders on
and everything kind of just blends into the background. And this is likely a visual bug due to how the screenshot was taken. The game likely renders shadows based on the
whole event was sick,
to the camera,
bro, I bet.
because the camera is always supposed to be looking down.
I don't think I was playing around that time.
So at some point, if the object is too far away from the camera, it just doesn't render the shadow because it doesn't have to. And it seems to apply to all the instanced objects, so turrets, inhibitors, stuff like that. So once you're in the actual game, things should look a little bit better. And yeah, I love the aesthetics of the Chemtech cannons on one side. And on the other side, you have the Piltover Warden defensive systems.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, I like how the enemy nexus is
on
the
this side. That's cute.
Runeterra. But yes,
all of
it is also kind of ruined by the skybox. Which, just so you know, is just the default skybox from Summoner's Rift. When you are in the game and you are looking down, you are not even gonna see it. So again, it should look better once we are playing it. Next, it was confirmed that TFT is getting Toker's Trials back. Wild Rift is getting the Showdown game mode, which will include arcane-themed items. And both Wild Rift and League PC are getting arcane-themed minigames. So, the client minigames, such as the one with Aurora, are back. And then it all dives into cosmetics. So, TFT is getting the Chibi Caitlyn, which was previously shown in stuff like the Golden Spatula. And that will be followed by purely arcane-themed arenas and a new kind of a cosmetic. My assumption is it is either gonna be cosmetic nameplates, or it is gonna be customizable trails for the little legends as they are running around. After which Valorant was confirmed to also get something new. Last time they got Jinx's original gun
I haven't seen the Valorant stuff.
So this time I'm gonna assume that we are getting Caitlyn's sniper rifle as an operator and possibly Jinx's machine gun as Odin. Maybe Vi's fists are gonna be a melee weapon. Then they also mentioned a lot of different collabs with a lot of different companies.
Oh, the drip is kind of sick.
And lastly,
wait, I want to see that. I want to see. Oh, that's a really nice Vi shirt. I just hate when it says League of Legends. Like stop telling people that I like this game. This is cute. Looks like plastic. This is cute. I saw the little toad. I have one. I don't know where it is, but I have one of these little unicorn ones. They're really cute. I like the Echo one. That was really cute.
We get the 1-bit.
Yup, here it is.
Soured all the news. First of all, once again, easiest call of my life. Both the Vi and the Jinx who were teased in the Arcane teasers
I love this Vi
are
look.
becoming a skin.
That My Little Pony? No, it's this like thing called Tokidoki or something, and they're like little gachas that you buy. It's like the keychain gachas that you get at like toy stores where there's like you buy a box and you can get one of the 8 inside, you know, like gachas for children gambling. It's like that. So you buy one box, you can get you get an item in there. I'm too old and male for that. They used to have them back in the day for like other stuff. They have them for like Naruto and like other animes or like other video game stuff, or for just like regular stuff too, like not even like video game or anime stuff. It's always been around. Always been around. It's like a slot machine kind of. Still too old for that?
I
guess not.
So, Arcane Brawler Vi is a thing. And after the finale is over,
this is crazy.
Riot also wants to introduce
this, but
a new cosmetic tier.
Nexus finishers.
That's right. The ultimate tier was not enough.
Oh yeah,
so there is a brand new tier called Exalted. The Exalted skin.
And
it is held in such a high regard,
oh my god,
its own post to explain it. So,
Exalted,
let's have a look.
Yes, let's look at it. Exalted is a new skin tier that fits into what we define as a luxury good. Over this past year, we've continued to refine what luxury goods are and where they exist in our catalog. My god, they're like talking like this Gucci, like Fendi, like Prada. Exalted skins are for players who want hyper exclusive skins. Exalted skins are what happen when we let our teams cook. Stop. Pushing our design and tech capabilities to make the best possible skin for each champion's unique fantasy within a specific theme.
Luxury good they were teasing in December of last year. It is a kind of a digital good that is very specifically aimed at whales. Remember that?
Yup.
A cosmetic aimed at whales.
Right?
What the
I'm not a whale,
says,
I swear.
Okay?
I'm not that much of a whale.
$200
I'm not that much of a whale.
The team is back to justify the new skin tier with some new tech. At least, that's what we're being told. With that said, they also mentioned that the Exalted skins, together with the Transcended skins, whatever those are, and Mythic Variant skins, will only make about 10% of what we're...
Oh my god!
In other words, every 10th skin we get will be really expensive. So one week we get a skin line of 5 skins and everything's just fine, and the other week we get a skin line of 5 skins and one of them is very expensive. In this post, they also mentioned that skins, like and especially the revenue from these higher priced skins, allows League to give us all of the free-to-play experiences. To which some people would joke, what experiences? But after seeing stuff like Swarm or Arena, you know what, I'll give it to them. And honestly, it is awesome. I will say,
Swarm was really, really fun. You know what I really want League to do? To make, like, a Swarm game mode, right? But it's not Swarm, but it's kind of like a sandbox in a way. Because the practice tool is cool, but I can't really practice too well my mechanics with it. And I don't want to buy some person's, like, mechanic practice tool, and it's like some random fucking scam, you know, virus game that I have to download and pay some random person like $20. But I wish there was like something where you could really practice by yourself without having to like play normals or something. You just go in a, you know, because a lot of people don't have that ranked anxiety, and they have like, what if I don't do good? And it's like, oh, you just have to play more and more. You don't want to like waste time just playing ranked or waste time just playing a normals, because sometimes you lose and you can't even practice well because your team feeds and you're down bad and you can't even like what if I'm fed? How do I take advantage of that? Or like, you know what I mean? Like just certain situations that you want to practice that you get 1 every 10 games. So how can we get that and make it into like a single player game that helps us improve our own skills? You know what I mean? Does that make sense? I would love to see something like that.
This is why, under normal circumstances, I am totally fine with higher priced microtransactions. It is just a skin, it gives you no gameplay advantage, so really, who cares? But things are not always as they seem, and we'll get to that in a moment. In case of the Exalted skins, starting with Jinx, she is getting 2 different models with 3 different forms each. So I assume it will likely be 2 variants of Jinx, one from Season 1 and then the other one from Season 2. And every single form should have different VFX. And you swap between these forms using Control 5, which uses a slot machine mechanic.
Oh my god, bro.
Speaking of subtle foreshadowing, this is a gacha skin that costs $250. And when I mean a gacha system, I mean that League now has a fully integrated banner system, which is identical to any other gacha game in the entire world, because everyone is always copying what Genshin has always done. You all owe Paimon an apology. So, let's not beat around the bush. The new system that was built with the expensive skins in mind is called the Sanctum. Totally not hinting at any money spent in a cult-like fashion. In the Sanctum, you are using Ancient Sparks. What are Ancient Sparks? Ancient Sparks are wishes. And you buy one for 400 RP and they don't expire. Why don't they expire?
400 RP?
Because this system is permanent and they will be adding in more cosmetics over time. I told you it is Genshin's banner system. Speaking of which, fun fact. In the article they say, save your sparks for future pulls on future content. The funny thing is, pulls is very specifically a term only ever used in gacha games. Normally we would be talking about loot or loot boxes. Pulls are from slot machines, so we are not even hiding it. And just like it works in Genshin, we get a bad luck protection. So on each pull there is a 0.5% chance to get the skin you are looking for, but you are also guaranteed to get it within 80 pulls. Where have we seen this? Not in Genshin, they have a 90 pull ceiling. This is actually the same as Honkai Star Rail, which means the maximum possible investment is 32,000 RP, which is about $250. Normally I would be freaking out, but you know what, I think I'm numb at this point. But if you pull but you don't get it, don't worry, because the pity system does carry over. But the fun does not stop here, because there are 3 tiers of drops you can get on each pull. B tier drops, which is what happens about 90% of the time, mostly gives you mythic essence and some random icons and emotes. These are essentially your 3-star drops. Then A tier gives you some selected skins as well as exclusive Paragon chromas and exclusive banner. These are essentially your 4-star drops. And S tier, which is your 5-star drops you are looking for. And guess what? On every 10th pull, you are guaranteed to get a 4-star, I mean an A tier drop. Say it with me, I'm sorry, Paimon. Then they clarify that none of these exclusive skins, including the mythic variants, will be in the reroll pool. Besides the Jin skin. Because they promised that would happen to the Jin skin.
Yep.
But nothing else. And if you get a duplicate in the gacha machine, you will just get some extra mythic essence.
I wonder if you can like trade mythic essence first.
Like a monthly purchase of a crown or something. Which also means that the mythic essence store will be filled with a lot of cosmetics from previous events. Because now, people will be getting a lot more mythic essence, so they also need a way to spend it. Lastly, there is also a new cosmetic.
Oh yeah, the Nexus finisher.
I will admit,
these are cool. I like these.
This one is really cool.
Yeah, this is really cool.
It is a simple animation that plays after you destroy the enemy Nexus. And it works by simply selecting a random player with a finisher equipped. With the finisher costing about 250 mythic essence. Which is totally fine. That is a very adequate price for a cosmetic you can equip on literally every single champion you ever play. Good job, Riot. But that leaves us with the Jinx skin situation. Honestly, in my opinion, here's the problem. This is an ultimate skin. Everything that was described here, even with different VFX and different forms, is what you would expect from an ultimate skin.
Yeah, because Lux's ultimate skin has like, how many is it, like 12? I don't know how much it is, like 8? Bro!
But now that the Exalted tier is a thing, I don't think ultimate skins are ever coming back. I mean, look at what happened to Samira. A massive backlash because everything was scaled back and that was kinda it. So now, every time we would be able to get something on the ultimate level, it will be shoved into the gacha machine. So I'm calling it now.
I think so as well.
No more ultimate skins are ever gonna happen because they simply don't have a place anymore. But then, when you look around the internet and you look at the general reception of this new system, the problem is what it has always been. You have people who say it is just a skin and so who cares? And you have people who are angry that the price is so high. Why? Well, the entire announcement crumbles under this one sentence.
League is releasing a skin at a new tier, Exalted, for all you die-hard Jinx fans out there. For all you die-hard Jinx fans out there.
We have talked about this many times on this channel and it has to be mentioned again. The issue is, it is not for die-hard Jinx fans. It is for die-hard Jinx fans who can afford it. I mean, do you remember what I said at the beginning of this? The new luxury goods were specifically aimed at the whales. So unless you are a whale and a Jinx fan, then it's not for you, I guess. At least
stop looking at me! Okay, listen, I'm not... I'm...
Okay. Here. And that's the problem with calling digital goods luxury. Because their price is always made up. We are not making skins using rare materials that would give them more value. We're not making them using forbidden tech or licensing that needs to be paid for. It is just a skin that sure costs something, but I can assure you that if you sell a skin at $200, you only ever need to sell like 500 skins to get the cost back. That is assuming a skin costs like $100,000 to make, which I think is reasonable. And 500 units sold is not a lot. So to get back to the point, the issue is that this is celebrating Jinx, but 99% of the Jinx fans can't celebrate this. Because Riot technically just decided so. They could have made a cheaper skin so that more people would be able to enjoy this. But they didn't. And that's the problem. You can sell expensive things if you really want to, but the moment the expensive thing is for a passionate audience, then you are not celebrating. You are preying on people with impulse buying. And that is precisely why gacha systems are always so successful. Also, incredibly important to mention, It is totally
You got
fine
me!
Gotcha, bitch!
I wish it was just a different method, because the art is amazing. Like everything is so good. Like every idea that they're coming out with is so good, but like they're ruining it with Gacha.
There is actually something Riot can do to redeem all of this. I know, it is scary, but it can be done. You need to make some ancient sparks available for free. Sure, make them really rare, but put them into passes or something. Make it so that you can get it for free if you are lucky. Compared to what happened with Jin and the other skins, here it makes sense, because the pity system carries over. So if you are unlucky, well, then you have a higher chance of getting something.
I don't think they're gonna be generous, bro. There's no way.
This is what gacha games actually do. They allow you to play for a year for free and stockpile all the pulls so that once in a full moon you can get a 5-drop for free. And honestly, these ancient sparks would actually make the battle passes finally interesting. Dare I say, it would probably make me engage with it too. This is like stars aligning kind of thing. Please, Riot, don't mess it up. So Riot, I know there is gonna be a backlash regarding this system, but you can do something about it. And please do.
They won't. They won't. They won't, because they hate us. They won't, because they hate us. They hate us. And they just want me to spend $250, which I probably will. Yeah, that kind of sucks, bro. Gotcha. Literally, fucking gacha games. Fuck it, bro. Like, whatever.
Gotcha, bitch!